Hi, and welcome back to Kitchen Conundrums. I'm Nikos Mantis. Today we're going to be cooking a turkey. A turkey is probably one of the most common dinners at any big family feast, whether it be Christmas, Thanksgiving, or any time of year. So I want to show you a really quick and simple way to prepare a turkey that comes out beautiful every time. I know it's a big bone of contention for a lot of people, how to cook a turkey, how not to cook a turkey. I'm just going to take you through my method, and if it helps you out, great. So what I've got here, I just got a plain turkey. So all I do with the turkey is you want to let it thaw in the refrigerator for at least 2 days. Depending on the size of the turkey, if you have a large one, it might need up to 5 days thawing in the refrigerator. Either that, you'd want to do it in a cold water bath. So we've got our thawed turkey. Inside the turkey, you're generally going to find neck, some liver, a heart. You might find giblets sometimes. Those are all ingredients that I find very useful for creating a turkey gravy. Okay, so we're going to use those. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all those necks and innards from the turkey that we've taken out from the inside. I just lay it in the bottom of my roasting pan. And as that roasts, that's going to develop a lot of flavor underneath the turkey, and we're going to use that for our gravy. Another thing I do is I just use some really simple ingredients, and I cut them very large. I've got some onions, some carrots, and some celery, and I also just lay those right in the bottom of the roasting pan. So we cut them up quite large, just like that. Go right into the bottom of the roasting pan. So very simply, I just take my turkey, set them right on top of all of our roasting ingredients, and I'm just going to season it up a little bit. I use a very simple seasoning. All I do is a little bit of salt and pepper. Not too much. You can always season your stock or your gravy mix after the fact. And some pepper. Now my rule of thumb for roasting a turkey is the first half hour of roasting goes at a high temperature. I put my oven at 450 or 500 degrees for the first half hour until we get a nice browning over top, and then we turn the temperature down to about 325, and at which point we start basting, which I'll show you when we get there. But for now, our turkey's ready to go in the oven. That was quick and simple. Into the oven it goes. Okay, so our turkey has now been roasting in the oven at 500 degrees for a half an hour. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to turn down the oven. I'm going to go down to about 325. You can see it's already really nice and brown. There's actually even a little bit of kind of burning happening right on the tips. That's fine. That's going to develop some really nice flavor for us. So we haven't yet added any additional liquid to the pan. We just have all of the vegetables roasting, and you can see there's some dark caramelization in the pan. So at this point we want to add some water or stock. So I've just got some chicken stock, and we're going to add it right into the bottom of the pan. And what that's going to do is that's going to deglaze. So essentially it's taking all that nice flavor that's been roasting in the bottom of the pan, and it's going to lift it up and start creating a nice stock for us. So now to baste the turkey, there's a couple different options. You can use a standard turkey baster, which most people probably have at home. The very important thing about if we're using one of these is to take it apart and clean it thoroughly, because we're taking some raw chicken juice and adding it. The other one is you could just use a ladle. Okay, so with the turkey baster, all we're doing is we're just going to draw up some liquid from the pan, and we're just going to cover it over the turkey. Now my rule of thumb is you want to do this every half hour throughout the remainder of the cooking process. Okay, so our turkey is now ready. The internal temperature has come to 185. Okay, using a probe thermometer, you check the internal cooking temperature of your turkey. Once it's done, you'll see your turkey's got a really nice roasted brown. It smells fantastic. It's got lots of liquid in the bottom of the pan, and we can use that to make a really wonderful gravy, and I'll show that to you in another day in Kitchen Conundrums. But that's how you roast a perfect turkey. My name's Chef Nikos Mantis. Thanks for watching Kitchen Conundrums.